This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe.
What is a Chronos? Yeah, no, I know. Not a lot of yelling. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, Loki, your mic's muted." I wasn't yelling this morning. I've got a horrible migraine. I had a horrible migraine all night long. I kept waking up because I had a headache. So yeah. Mark's like, "No Loki mic audio." No, I'm here. I just wasn't yelling this morning. The most I yelled was, "What is a Chronos?" and "Good morning." So that's what you got.
That's weird.
That's what you got. This good morning, Arwen. Good morning, Lady Arwen Avalon is here after a long night.
I didn't sleep real good, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah, and if you hear, okay, look, I don't know what the hell moon phase we're in. I haven't checked, but I've got cats knocking over furniture. I've got them going crazy, so I can't help it, y'all. I could not get them all out of the room in time for this. So welcome to my morning. If y'all hear bangs and fights and roars and I you know what it is, I can't help it. I'm too tired to give a shit. I don't care. Let them destroy things right now. I do not care.
Did you see that video of that cat that like it pushes a bowl? It like pushes, I mean, purposefully like pushes a bowl off the table and looks up like, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, yeah. I have watched my cats do that very thing. They'll jump up on something and I'll think this, oh my God, you think I would learn. You think you put something up where it's safe? Hi, they're never going to get up there. It's safe. It's, 15 feet off the ground. And they'll somehow get up there. And then they'll look at it and they'll look at you and they'll look back at that and they'll just gently It's like the freaking scene from Nemo. Don't touch the boat, Nemo. Nemo. That's my life. Joopy, Smudge, Ling Ling. I mean, shit, my life. I swear to God. Anyway. So,
and good morning, Mr. Grant Gregory. Thank you. Culture is such a gentleman. Culture is so great. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Viking Horde. Are you in for a surprise? Skull! Quick, someone get Arwen some sausages.
I just, you know what, and just hook me up to coffee. That would be fine. Yes, sausages, eggs, coffee, whatever it is, just throw it my way.
Someone asked me how I was dealing without caffeine. I'm like, well, I still have caffeine because I have tea. I just don't have like super caffeine.
Yeah.
So the super caffeine of the Coca-Cola and all that crap is gone. Occasionally I'll have a cup of coffee. But normally it's just tea. And that's just like Texas tea. So it's not even like super green tea or anything.
I'll give up sugar, but I won't give up caffeine completely. I won't. And y'all, I'm sorry. I won't give up my Splenda and I won't give up my Diet Coke. If I'm going to be a preserved corpse one day when I go, that's fine. But there's only so much I can give up.
So straight from Mark Anthony Tired, he says, Arwen's Yam Yam story is she was chatting with Daryl and I either in Fortnite or Backtube's back room a month or so ago, and she thought the shirt she was wearing was too low cut to go on a live stream.
Mark!
And my reply was, you're fine. Your yam yams aren't showing. Which in turn caused her and Daryl to damn near die laughing.
Okay, Mark. Your mother fracker. We had a whole plan because I was like, because when he started the Yam Yams thing, I'm like, we're the only ones who know the true story. And he's like, oh, we'll just because people were asking. He's like, just say something like we were playing Fortnite and because you like in Fortnite, you like even your Fortnite skins, you like them to look like women, and a lot of them have no T and no A. So just say, that I made a comment about, she didn't have enough yam yams, something like that. No, y'all, they were talking about my boobs. And I didn't want to be on camera because I thought my shirt was maybe too low cut. So I flashed them and and Mark is like, oh, Arwen's yam yams. They're like, it's fine. It's fine. But he said yam yams and we died. And then when I came into Loki's, I think it was the next day or whenever it was. Then I see Princess Yam Yams everywhere. And I'm like, you're talking about my titties. What do you mean, Yam Yams? And then Loki took it. Arwen shall now henceforth be known as Princess Yam Yams. And then we've got, the sweet potato on the thumbnail. And I'm like, oh my God.
Like sweet taters.
Yes. Now Mark is spilled the entire true story. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yes, that's what the yam yams are. It's my cleavage, my boobies. Mm-hmm. Y'all know the true story. I have nothing else to hide. Ask me anything. I'm now an open book.
If she's worried about low cut, then it's probably perfect.
No, look, a little cleavage is fine, but there's cleavage and then there's cleavage. And I'm not a cleavage kind of. A little is fine, but I don't.
Oh yeah, there's like, hey girls, and then there's like, hello ladies.
Exactly. And I'm just like, but when he said yam yams, I just Daryl and I lost our shit. We did. We lost it. And, yeah. Well. Anyway, so yeah, that is the true, bold, bare naked story behind yam yams. My boobies, so
Humor and Waffles is asking to see evidence.
No.
He said, I don't believe it, and we must have evidence, counselor.
No. Anyway.
Arwen's like, nope, not this morning.
No way. No makeup. My hair's in ponytails. Oversized sweatshirt. Nope, not happening this morning. Oh, God.
So before we get started on the topics, I've got to ask. I saw you put up a post that you played Diablo.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, that wasn't you. Oh, I thought you played Diablo.
No, I've been watching it and I've been thinking about playing it. I've heard some good things about it, and from what I've seen, it looks good.
We're going to talk about it some more on Monday because Zero played it. Zero has been playing it this week. Okay. So I should have my record in tomorrow. The record set I bought for Diablo. And we'll look at that on Monday. And I thought you played it though.
I never played it, but I'm interested in playing it. See, to me, before I invest in a game, I like to kind of not so much do
your homework.
But yeah, I like to do my homework. I like to see it in action. Does it look like something that would engage me? I'm a big graphics person. Huge graphics person. I've downloaded some games that I thought were going to be really good, and they just don't grab me. Either the colors are too drab, and it doesn't have to be like top-notch graphics, but it does have to engage me. It has to interest me, and then the story's got to be good. I'm a big, role-playing person, so it's got to have a good storyline. It's got to have quest. I don't mind grinding. I don't care about grinding. I'm good with that.
She likes to grind, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, but I got to do my homework before I invest. So.
June Wong with $5 super chat says, my opinion on Bob's is a good bra. A strong underwire allows for good jiggle physics.
Oh, it's all about the bra. Trust me, it's a good bra can make your yams look fantastic. It's all about the bra and make you feel supported. So yeah, I agree with that.
And thank you for the support, June Wong. $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning right here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, June. Skull. Wait a minute. Do I have any chick ones? Have any ones with girls? No, I don't. I gotta get one with the girls. I think the only one I got is the puppets. Here, I'll give you the puppet one, June. Skull.
Why's it got to be a redhead puppet?
I don't know.
God.
I don't know. We'll call that well, I know I can't say that. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I almost dropped this. No, we're not doing that. Wow, those are horny Muppets. Yes. Yep. We'll just leave it at that.
Messy Muppets.
Messy Muppets.
That's what they are.
Bryce Day, bro. What the fuck?
Every time I see that, I just want to wear a raincoat or an umbrella or something. Oh my God, it's so messy.
Jester's Darth Arlena says, I hate bras. Big boobs and bras don't get along.
No, they don't.
Oh, that's when you call them the over-the-shoulder boulder holders.
Yeah, exactly. Because let me tell you, if I don't have to wear one, I won't. And Arlene and I have talked about this. It's like that's the first thing to go when you get home from work, or if you're out going about doing your day, come home, boom, it's gone. Yeah, not a fan, but they do make them look good. So.
D. Grant says bras can be either a treasure chest or catfish. Damn padding. False advertising is no fun. The magic bra. Now we can turn you from an A into a C or from a B into a D.
Well, I don't wear them to increase my size, but I do wear them to kind of, push in and up a little bit. And I mean, that's just the nature of how they're made, though. You can't, some of that a woman can't help. It's just what they do to them, to keep them secure and not flopping everywhere. My God, we're getting real this morning, but
that's right.
Flopping everywhere because they're there,
Let's hear it for the Yan Yam hammocks. We have gone way off topic in the first 15 minutes of this show.
Yeah.
God help us. We're talking about bras and yam yams and motorboating, and I think Kronos is talking about motorboating and flopping. Yeah, thanks, Kronos. Yes, that is Kronos.
It is what it is, right?
Right.
We talk real here on Loki's Morning.
God help us. And thank you, Shellback TJC. Let's hear it for the Yum Yum Hammocks. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. Oh, okay. Let's get on to a topic before we spend the entire morning talking about boobies and titties and beer.
Okay.
Did you hear about the Campea losing his mind? John Campea.
No, I didn't. I have not actually.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the direct quotes here. Okay. I was going through some of the comments on some of my videos today, and I started noticing that there are a bunch of comments on the girl in How to Train Your Dragon and how it's already ruined because they changed Astrid. Because they changed Astrid. And because they changed Astrid. That means this thing was a complete disaster. It was ruined. Destined to fail because they changed Astrid. Mm-hmm. I thought it was interesting. I thought that was interesting because, full goddamn well that if Astrid's supposed to be 5'3" and they cast a girl who's 5'4", that's a significant change. But nobody would have said anything. They wouldn't have said anything. If Astrid is supposed to have hazel brown eyes, but they cast an actress who has walnut brown eyes, well, that's a change. But full goddamn well, they wouldn't complain. They wouldn't have anything to say. If the movie Astrid was supposed to be right-handed and had the audacity to hire an actress who was right-handed, well, that's a change. Actually, Campea, you're wrong there. If Astrid is supposed to be right-handed and they hired an actress who's right-handed, well, that's not a change.
Exactly. I'm like, what? Okay.
If the pigmentation of her skin is a little bit darker than what Astrid is in the cartoon, height not a problem, eye color not a problem, hand not a problem, tone of her skin, that's a big fucking problem. This movie's doomed because they got an actress, regardless of how talented or gifted, whose skin color is a shade darker. That's a change. That's too much. And then mm-hmm. He blows a blood vessel in the side of his brain and says, get the fuck off my channel. You mouth-breathing, basement-dwelling, cousin-humping motherfuckers. Get the fuck off my channel. Don't come to my channel. I'm on a mission. I want to purge 30,000 fucking subscribers off my channel in the next 48 hours. And I would like them to leave because with the number of comments of people saying idiotic, moronic things, I figured there's got to be at least 30,000 of you knuckle-dragging fuckers around here. So please leave my channel. Don't come back. Don't watch my shit. I want to purge 30,000 of you idiots. Do me a favor, you ist pieces of shit, and go find one of your echo chamber websites where you can all stand around, jerk each other off while you tilt your heads back and you can relieve yourselves on each other's faces and tell each other that's on your faces and cleanses you of wokeness. Yeah, tell yourselves that. Whatever is going to get you off and make you feel good. Just don't come around here. Nobody complains about the height of Hugh Jackman. No, actually they did before that movie. So fact check, fucker. Nobody complains about the physical differences between my beloved Henry Cavill and what he looks like in the comics versus what he looked like in the movies. These changes aren't a problem. The changes are only a problem if the girl's skin color is a shade darker. So just go away. Believe me, I'm coming up on my 20th anniversary. I'm perfectly good. I can retire tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I still do this job. That's all. But you really need to go find an echo chamber where you and your illiterate brood can just gather around and, like I said, have a big circle jerk all over each other.
All right, hang on. I need a sip of coffee because I got some things to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number one. Oh my God, my brain is bleeding. Okay, number one.
Yeah.
Number one, fucker, if a character is 5'3" and you cast a woman who's 5'4" on screen, that's not going to translate. So get off your fucking high horse. That is some of the most disingenuous piece of shit I've ever heard. I'm not calling him a piece of shit. I'm saying what he said is a piece of shit. If she's got hazel eyes and the actress has walnut brown eyes, guess what? They're still brown. And let me tell you something. Eyes are my thing. Okay? When I know a character or historical figure has a certain color eyes, if they've got blue eyes and they cast someone with brown eyes, guess what? It bugs me. I don't care if they look perfect almost in every other respect. That's something I hone in on. So yes, I'm one of those people where it would bother. But hazel brown versus walnut brown, give me a break. Why didn't you say hazel brown versus bright blue or bright green? He didn't go there. He is pointing out these minuscule things that will not transfer on screen that no one's going to notice. Now, if you've got a character that's 5'3" and you cast a woman that's 5'9", guess what? That's going to translate because her limbs are going to be longer. She's probably going to be thinner or bigger, depending on her stature. It's going to make a noticeable difference. And when you have a beloved character or a character that's been established, it's going to translate the same way as race is. I'm sorry, but it is.
We said the same thing about Galadriel. We said that about Galadriel. That she's supposed to be tall. And Gwyneth, or not Gwyneth Paltrow, but oh my God, what's her name?
I can't remember. I can't remember her name.
She did it perfectly in the movies. She looked. I mean, she was like, "Damn, you like look
Kate
up."
Blanchett,
It's
Kate
Kate Blanchett. Yeah, it's like you look up at Kate. They feel it. Even the camera work. They didn't do any of that in the Rings of Power.
No.
She felt very tiny.
Because major discrepancies in height are going to show, because you're going to see them compared with other people on screen. It's going to matter. Not an inch. No, an inch is not going to mean anything. But if you're talking, several, yeah, it's going to translate. People will have a problem with that. He is using these minuscule, little tiny things to make a comparison. We're not talking about those, dude. We are talking about taking a Nordic character and race changing her. It is apples and oranges. And for him to go on this diatribe and say, oh, these things wouldn't matter, but just because it's a race, you got all the races coming out of the woodwork having a problem. No, it is not about racism. It is about a trend that is happening in Hollywood today. Don't know if it's going to stop anytime soon, but people are tired of it because when they do point it out, they're called ists. They're called phobes. They're called, go and do this on each other's faces in the name of wokeness. I am tired of that. It's the same thing with the whole Gwen Stacy argument that I am completely damn over. See them however the hell you want. That is between you and the character. That is fine. But then don't turn around and say, guess what? This character's been this way all this time, but we've claimed it, and y'all are the ones who have the problem. If you don't come out and say, yes, we support this, rah, rah, rah. No, that is not how it works. And I'm tired of these disingenuous arguments. I'm tired of fingers being pointed. I'm tired of just the BS of it. Sometimes things are what they are, and it's not wrong to point that out. It's that freaking simple. Sorry.
I wasn't going to bring up I wasn't going to bring up the Gwen Stacy thing this morning because I saw your tweet yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'll just put general comic book movies in the description. We'll just do that. That way she doesn't wake up and see, oh my God, Loki want to talk about Gwen Stacy.
No,
because
fine. I'm just, it's turned into a circular argument at this point. It's turned into whose dick is bigger, who can make the biggest argument. And at the end of the day, the character Gwen Stacy herself, when she was originally incepted, was based off, I don't know if it was Stan Lee's or the other guys, it was based off the physical attributes of her, was based off of one of their wives. And Spider-Gwen is born out of that original character of Gwen Stacy. So it's not a leap to assume. It wasn't,
I know it wasn't Stan Lee, it was the other guy. Because Stan always is like, I always loved you too. And when he's talking about Peter and Mary Jane. So, yeah.
So it's not a leap to assume if she was created after a biological woman and that's never been changed in the comics, she's still a biological woman. And I said that movie it is a sign of the times. So you've got your little BLM sticker, you've got your, protect trans kids. The whole color scheme is bright. So them saying, oh, well, it's obvious that she's trans because of the sticker on her room, and then the blue and the pink and the white. I like blue and pink and white, motherfuckers. That doesn't mean I'm trans. It is just a leap. And to see people say she is trans, y'all need to just give us this one thing and get over it.
And it's not just that one thing.
It's not. And if y'all like this character all this time, and you have bonded with her all this time, and her, in the incarnation that she is in, then why all of a sudden do you have to make her trans if you've already bonded with her in the first place? There's more to her than just her gender or her sexuality or whatever.
Oh, no shit. Stan's the one who said that. Holy shit. All right. I thought it was the other guy.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, yeah, one of them.
Loki wrong. Thank you. Back checking. Chris Persia.
And when I first, because I used to read my older brother's comics when I was little, my first Spider-Man was with Gwen Stacy. So when she died, even as a little kid, I was like, and I wasn't a huge comic book reader, but I did read that, and I always connected. I loved that character. I loved her more than Mary Jane. I always thought Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man should have been together for eternity.
See, I was exactly the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
It was, but that's because when I started reading Spider-Man, him and Mary Jane were married. They were living together, and it was always, go get him, Tiger. I started reading Spider-Man with the Return of the Sinister Six. I was talking about that the other day. Those were the very first Spider-Man books I ever read. So that was the first Spider-Man book series. And I had to I was checking shit with my dad at the time. That's how long ago this was. I think I was 11 or 12. And I was like, okay, so Sandman was part of the original Sinister Six. And he was like, yeah, it was Doc Ock and this, this was the original, and this is how they did it. I didn't know a lot of this stuff. So
was that back when Doc Ock looked like Elton John?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that is Doc Ock, y'all. It's Elton John. That was Doc Ock. To me, I will always see him as Elton John because of his little bowl haircut.
Yeah, the little bowl haircut and the glasses.
And the glasses.
He had
Yes.
Yep. Oh, hello, Spider-Man. You're like, oh, it's Doc Ock John. It's Elton Doc. Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you, PJ.
But yeah, so it was Mary Jane. Mary Jane was the one that was like, go get him, Tiger. And he was like, I love you so much, and you're such a great woman, and what do I ever do to deserve you? And it was so to me, that was the relationship you wanted. That was the relationship that, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll grow up one day and I'll have a relationship like this where they both appreciate each other so much. He appreciates her so much for being loving and understanding, and, go get him, Tiger. And she loves him because he's Peter Parker and he's Spider-Man. He goes and he has to live two lives. He has this, job at the Daily Bugle, and he's got all these responsibilities, yet he's also this superhero that goes out and saves people, and she loves him for it. Yeah. And it's this beautiful relationship to me. So I never even know who Gwen Stacy was till probably 3 or 4 years after that. Mm-hmm. It would be years after that. So it would have probably been the cartoon, whenever the hell the cartoon was on. Because I used to watch the Spider-Man cartoon. I don't know. I'm maybe 14, maybe a couple of years later. Because it wasn't then that I figured out who the hell Gwen Stacy was.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my rant on that. Just,
Mark David Lee Tire says Gwen Stacy was Peter's first love and died because he couldn't save her. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember that.
And PJ from Warble Nation sends a $2 super chat and says, Lady Arwen rocks.
Thank you, PJ. I'm fired up this morning, let me tell you.
Thank you, brother, so much. She is. She definitely is.
I am. But all that other BS that guy is spouting out, to me, that is what he's trying to do. Is he's trying to cut things off at the knees, and he thinks this big massive, diatribe that if I could say this now, it'll shut everybody up. No, because
Well, he gets paid to say some of this shit too. He gets paid. It's
Yeah.
been proven he's paid by Disney. He's paid by certain people to promote certain things.
it's just ridiculous. It is, and I've seen who they're planning on casting Astrid as, and I'm like, of all the people in the world, you couldn't find a chick that looked like Astrid? Are you kidding?
No, they're not trying to.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
It's obvious that they're not. So don't, what was that saying from Avatar? Don't piss on me and try and convince me it's rain.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's not from Avatar. No,
where's
no,
that from?
yeah. Don't piss and try and tell me it's raining. No, that's like old. That's like old Southern speak. That's like not. No, that's not. Yeah,
All
don't
right,
piss.
that's
Don't
why I
piss
love
and
it
tell
so
me
much.
it's raining. Yeah, no, that's yeah. Shit, I think I heard that as soon as I moved to Texas. Don't piss and tell me
Yeah.
it's raining.
Don't mix shit with sugar and bake it and give it to me and say it's a brownie.
Yeah.
We're not idiots. We understand what's going on. And that's why we get so fired up. That's why we get so mad, because it's the emperor's new clothes, y'all. Look, there goes the emperor. And he's naked as a jaybird, and everyone, just because he's the emperor, they bow down and they have to, pacify him and participate in in this illusion that he's wearing these beautiful clothes. But one little kid, y'all, is like, look, he's naked. He ain't got no more clothes on. Where are the little kids? We're not afraid to say, no, we know what y'all are doing. Just say what it is. If you want to race swap, you want to virtue signal, have the balls to at least come out and say it. Yeah, we're pandering to people. We're woke. Deal with it. At least I could respect that somewhat. But this whole, oh my God, y'all are the one with the problem. I don't know. There's nothing to see here. We're fine with it. What's going on? Why are people upset? Well, because we have brains and we can see what's happening. It's not that deep. It's not that difficult. It's right there. And that's the kind of, just don't snow me. I can handle a lot of things in life. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want to be, bullshitted. And I don't want to be snowed.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
straight up with me. And at least a conversation can happen if people are straight up. And I think most people are like that.
It's this whole thing, we scoured the globe and this is the best person for the job.
Oh, give me a break. You already knew who you were. You already had a typecast that you were looking for.
Yes.
You were like, okay, we want to make her POC, or we want to make her Hawaiian, or we want to make her whatever, whatever is different from, the Viking of Astrid. This is the route we're going, y'all. We need to be inclusive. So these are the actresses we're going to look at. Not all of them. And certainly none that look like Astrid. So don't give me that garbage. I know how casting works. I know exactly how it works. Unless you are a brand name star, or an A-lister, and you have an agent who is working and getting scripts for you. What they do is they have a thing of resumes. They have headshots and resumes, and they look at them. And nope. If they don't fit that physical form, no matter how talented their listing is, it goes in the trash or it goes in a file. So don't tell me they didn't have an idea of exactly what they were looking for before they even started. To say she was the only one of all of that's nonsense. Y'all knew exactly who you were looking for. You knew exactly what you wanted her to look like. So stop me right there. That's nonsense. Rant over.
No, I absolutely
Rant over.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. I think that they're up their own ass and they're just trying to defend a casting decision by making anyone who questions anything out to be an Istin Obriati.
Yeah.
That's been the playbook from the beginning. Is, oh my God, how dare you question this? You must be an Istin Obriati. Oh, you must be this. You must be that because you don't go along with this. Oh, right. You can't give them that. You can't give them that Spider Gwen thing. So you must be an Istin Obriati. You must be an enemy of the allies.
Yeah, it's a tactic to undermine your opponent's argument from the very beginning. If you can convince someone, oh, you don't like this, well, you're an ist, you're an ob, then what you're basically doing is saying, okay, well, then anything that person has to say from that point on is invalid because they're an istin and ob. So they're funneling everything through an istin and ob mentality. So we don't have to listen to them. If they can convince people of that, then they think their argument is already won. The problem is they don't expect the pushback. Because guess what? A lot of us, we don't care anymore if you call us ists and obs. We're over it. The first couple of times you're called it, it's shocking because you're not. You're not an ist. You're not an ob. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Why are you calling me this? Now it's just like, water off a duck's back. Doesn't bother you anymore. At least it doesn't me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's your argument. Now I know you've already lost because you've had to pull out that card. You cannot have a good faith, intelligent conversation about these things because you've already pulled out the ist and the ob card.
And it's a way to threaten your livelihood. It's a way to threaten your livelihood too, because they're like, does your boss know? Does the company you work for know that you are an ist and ob and a Yahtzee?
Right.
Yeah. Which is shut up. Don't say anything. You don't have the right to say anything. And that's their way of cutting you out of the conversation.
But people are pushing back against that now. They're like, you don't have the right to go there because those words have become meaningless now. The way y'all are using them. And it's funny because the same side that is like racism. We have to do something about racism. We have to have, race relations. We have to have conversations. They are the ones, even though they're trying to shine an importance on this, and it is important. Racism is bad. It is awful. But they're the ones who are watering down the subject by calling everyone under the sun who disagrees with anything racists. It's like y'all are defeating your own cause. You're making it meaningless. So, I don't know.
We are Lokiists.
We are Loki.
Good morning, PJ.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Lokiists. We're all Lokiists.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
It's all about shooting first and asking questions later. Well, John goes on the Campea goes on this like long thing about shooting. And I'm just like, yeah, no.
I see.
I don't know what your deal is there, what you think people do, but
yeah.
Carlos Estrada with $2 super chat. Latinos may be bigger ists after Blue Beetle. I want to see what happens. I really do. And that's a topic that we're going to talk about before we get out of here this morning. Shit, we might as well just go to it. We've done the Campea thing. We haven't really jumped into Rings of Power yet. We'll do Rings of Power last. Let's talk about comic book movies since we did the Gwen Stacy thing.
Okay.
Flash is coming out. We know for a fact now that what you've got in the trailers out of I'll do my very best not to spoil anything here.
Okay.
What you've got in the trailers from Michael Keaton is pretty much what you're going to get from Michael Keaton. Yeah, there's more, but a lot of that's fighting and action. So what you've gotten in the trailers is pretty much what you're going to get out of Keaton. Okay. The best parts of the Keaton are you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. And I'm Batman. Right? He's pretty much like what you're going to get is some Last Jedi shit. He's like, nope, I don't want to do anything. Nope, I'm old. I'm retired. Leave me alone. I'm a bitter old man. This is going to be like, he does not want to be involved with this. He doesn't want to be involved in any of this. Mm-hmm. He's Bruce Wayne. He is Bruce Wayne. Yes, you see the bat suit with the guns in it, but apparently there's like there's some stuff that this movie's gone through 5 reshoots, and apparently there's this big thing about Gotham City being the safest city on Earth because they banned guns. Mm-hmm. So the lore of this is they banned guns. You can't own a gun. You can't buy a gun. You can't have a gun, all that. And suddenly Gotham's the safest place on the earth and Batman retired.
Sorry.
So when you get to Michael Keaton, he's a long-haired hippie dude that's like, Gotham didn't need me anymore because, they took away everyone's guns and yeah.
I
So
find it
Batman
ironic.
retired.
Yeah, that you ban guns and the criminals are like, oops, no guns, y'all.
Yeah.
Can't have guns.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
So I'm just, and from what I was told, and I actually sat down and talked to someone who watched the movie. Ezra's like the best part of the movie. So I'm just like,
Wow.
The words I got, and this person isn't, an Ezra Miller fan. They said the kid acted his heart out. There's two of them. Obviously, you've seen two of them. There's two of them. The kid acted their heart out. Probably did the best acting they've ever done. And they were the best part of the movie. And I was just like, that is not how Warner Brothers is portraying this movie. Warner Brothers has spent a lot of money to make everyone believe that Batman's back. You never see Gotham in this movie.
Oh my goodness.
You never see Gotham, so you never go to Gotham. You never go to Keaton's Gotham. I'll just say that. You never get to see Keaton's Gotham.
Okay.
So it's very much, I said, does he throw a batarang over his shoulder and walk away from Ezra Miller? Does Ezra Miller hold up the batarang like, here, I have your batarang. It is me, Ray Flash. And he just throws the batarang over his shoulder and walks away. He pretty much does. He says, pass. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your problem is. I don't care why you're here. Pass. I don't want to do it.
Okay, so what is the point of the movie?
The point of the movie is all about the Flash. It's all about the Flash going back in time and resetting the timeline and saving his mother from being killed.
Okay. So it's basically his story.
Yes. It's not Michael Keaton's story. It's not Batman's story, no matter how they want to sell it to you. Warner Brothers has done an outstanding job of making people go, oh my God, this is going to be about Batman and Supergirl. Supergirl hasn't even less time in the movie, but is barely in the movie at all. So it's mostly Barry for 3 hours. You get about 20 minutes of Batman, but you don't even really get that much of Batman because it's mostly like action.
So again, instead of letting people know exactly, where the movie focuses, it's kind of a flip that no, this is what the movie's about, y'all. But then when you go and see it, it's really about Flash it's all about
Flash.
Okay, well,
it's not a Batman movie. Obviously, it's named Flash, but they've sold it to everyone.
Right, that's
like
what I mean.
This is a Batman movie. Yeah.
Well, all I can say is Miller better have acted his butt off because it's what he needs to do because of all of the controversy he has found himself in lately. There are going to
be a lot of people that go to this movie and walk out and go, well, he was barely in it. Who? Yeah. Keaton. Well, yeah, but that's what all the previews showed me was Keaton. Well, yeah, because they want you to forget about Ezra Miller. They don't want to sell you an Ezra Miller movie. They want to sell you a Keaton movie. They know that Keaton is going to sell this movie. And the director is just as bad because he said, and I quote, we couldn't have done this without Keaton. Without Keaton's assistance and without him, we could not have done this and we could not have pulled this off.
Well, see, I would feel ripped off as a moviegoer if I am being sold that a movie is one way, completely one way, and that's how it's being marketed, that's how it's being shown, that's how it's being played out, and I go in excited to see it the way it's been presented to me over and over and over, and then it's something completely different. I would feel ripped off. Again, just tell me how it is. Just show me what I'm going to be, spending 2 hours of my time on.
It's Barry and a younger Barry.
Okay. Well.
So you've got the Barry Allen from the Justice League movies, and then you've got a younger Barry Allen.
Okay.
So you've got 2 Barry Allens. Yeah. So there's some stuff I don't want to ruin. There's absolutely some stuff I want to ruin. I just want to make everybody out there that's listening to this aware of the fact that what they're selling you in the preview is not what you're going to get in the movie. You're going to get about in total, maybe 20 minutes, but it's not the 20 minutes you think you're going to get. It's not like, oh, well, I'm just going to get 20 minutes of Michael Keaton kicking ass as Batman. No. Almost all the lines and dialogue you get are good that you've already gotten in the trailers.
Yeah.
The best of Keaton you've seen already.
Yeah.
And they're selling that to you like it's candy, like, oh, come and see, because look, if it's this good and we're giving you this already in the trailer, just imagine what's in the movie now. Yeah. Absolutely not. And Affleck's barely in it. Affleck's in the beginning of the movie and he's barely in it. So it's just, yeah. And this is Warner Brothers. This is Warner Brothers slapdown of the end of the Snyderverse. This is their way of going, we don't need anyone that we don't want. You see, Affleck spoke up when they brought Joss Whedon in to finish Justice League. Affleck said, I don't like working with this guy. I don't like doing what we're doing. This is we don't need you and we don't have to have you around. This is Warner Brothers slapdown of don't ever stand up against the corporation because the corporation's always right.
Yeah.
Mahogany draws a $10 super chat, says, I want whoever came up with this backstory to take a close look at what happens when you have a city that bans guns. Look at Chicago right now. Also, fuck Gavin Newsom. I love it. Mahogany, I love it. Thank you. Thank you so very much for that super chat. And June Wong with $5 super chat. Can we just watch the episode of The Flash from the 90s when he traveled back in time from an explosion? Anyone knows what I'm talking about? Yeah, I love the 90s Flash. I loved Mark Hamill as the trickster. That was some of the best 90s cheese on TV that you could ask for.
Yeah.
So that and the first couple of seasons of The Flash on the CW were absolutely excellent. Some of the best superhero stuff you'll ever see is the first couple of seasons of The Flash. They were golden. They were special. They were golden. They inspired. They were great. And then they just took a tumble off that wagon and they were never the same after that. They literally caught lightning in a bottle with the first 2 seasons of the CW Flash.
Oh, that's a shame because it's like, if something is already there and it's already special, you'd think you would want to expand on that, ride that wave and go even better and beyond. But it feels like entertainment is going backwards.
Arwen, it was inspiring when his mentor was like, get up, Barry, run, and it was like boom, and you're like, damn, yes, dun, 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 dun. And it was just the music and the way it made you feel when it was like, kick some ass, Barry, come on. And you're just like, yes. And then everything changed. Everything changed. And they just drug it out and and until it became a husk of, I loved the kid that played Barry. I thought he was great. Someone was like, don't you know he came off of Rent or some shit? I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what his personal proclivities are. I don't care if he goes to bed with 3 dudes I don't give a shit. If he can play Barry Allen and he can act, great. And he's
right for the role. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care what he does in his personal life, as long as it doesn't involve kids. I don't care.
Exactly.
He can do whatever he wants as long as Grant Gustin's great. Grant Gustin was great. I don't care sexual proclivities. I don't give a shit about any of that.
Right.
As long as he does the job and does the good job.
Right.
He was great.
Completely agree. And most sane people are like that when it comes to their entertainment. I've never been one of these where you have to be gay to play a gay character. You have to even be, the same nationality as another character, as long as you look the part. But nowadays it's like, and particularly in voice acting, when you're playing an animated character, as long as the voice and the personality fits the character you're playing, the rest of it's immaterial.
That's
like
right.
who was it was it Family Guy? There was some show where it was a white character playing a white man or a white performer playing
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
It was Cleveland. Yeah, the guy who played Cleveland was a white guy.
And then everything exploded, and y'all know what I mean by everything. And now suddenly that's unacceptable.
Yep.
Really? Are you serious? Are we that? Is that where we have come with our entertainment? We're that thin-skinned?
Well, and this is the flip side of it, and this is what will get you called it really quickly. Get you called a Nazi. How many of you out there love Kevin Conroy? I mean, I love Kevin. I think Kevin was one of the greatest voice actors of all time. He is my Batman.
Yeah.
Will always be my Batman. I grew up watching those episodes. He is Batman, first and foremost. He was gay. So what? No one cared.
Right.
But under their own rules, he can't play Batman because Batman wasn't gay.
Right.
Just like you brought it up the other day. It was Scarlett Johansson can't play a trans because she's not trans.
Right. Because she's not trans. She doesn't understand the trans experience. Well, okay. That's what actors do. That is the whole point of being an actor. You have an ability to become someone else. That's the whole point of the profession. To play act, to recreate, to, bring forth a persona that people are going to watch you and accept that you are who you're playing. It is acting. It is not, you do not have to be the exact thing that your character is, because if you were, then it wouldn't be acting. It would be more reality. And you don't, you're going to theater and going for escapism to watch that. People don't have to be who they are playing because it's called acting. And it is one of these, such a simple concept. It just breaks my brain that people don't understand that. That is the whole nature of the profession, to be somebody you're not.
Yeah.
But it's not seen that way anymore.
Chris Berger says, don't forget what they did to Hank Azaria because he voiced Apu. They killed off the character, even though the Indian community loved him.
Right here.
They loved him. Okay, so it was after I got out. So it was 2001, maybe. The guy that ran the little stop and go down the street from me, he would say that shit when you come to, thank you, come again. And you'd be like, what's going on, man? Oh, have you seen the latest episode of The Simpsons? Oh, that Apu. And I was just like, dude, yeah, I loved it. We'd sit there and talk about The Simpsons forever. They loved him. They got, and that was their representation. That was their representation, and you killed it off.
They'd rather have him dead than a white guy play him. What insanity is this? And by their logic, would James Earl Jones ever been allowed to play Vader? Voice Vader? Anakin was a white guy. So by their logic,
was a white guy.
James Earl Jones should have never been cast as Vader. It's insanity. It's just stupid.
Marty Draw says the first season of The Flash was excellent. The moment they brought in Hunter Zolomon and went to Earth 2 is where the show became absolutely brilliant. I absolutely agree. Season 3 was solid, and I left the Arrowverse afterwards. I left it after I tried. I think I watched part of season 4, and I was just like, dude, I had faith that season 3 was going to be absolutely epic till the very end. And I was just like, God, this whole Iris thing, the whole season is, we've got to find a way to save Iris. We've got to find a way to save Iris. I do. And I was like, why are they? And then it just got worse after that. So Mark, I completely agree. Also with $5 super chat, add on the fact that John Wesley Shipp The original Flash came back as the real Jay Garrick was genius. Yes, it was. And he gets his suit. He gets something like the original suit. He has the metal helmet for a while, but you see him in the actual suit. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Makani, for those $5 super chat, for that $5 super chat and your $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla. This one's just for you, brother. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. Carlos Estrada with a $2 super chat says, YouTube hate. What's wrong with my super chat? I don't know. What did you say, Carlos? The dog movie Grant starred in was fun on Netflix. This was the super chat I was trying to send. I don't know.
I've noticed that has been the problem with super chats kind of across the board. Is there certain things that won't go through as a super chat, but yet you could put them in the chat, general chat, fine. So, and they're not nefarious things that people are saying.
No, so I don't know.
I don't get it.
Well, YouTube's also going through transitioning at the moment. So they've got goodbye. What was her name? Mama Susan. Hello, Papa Susan.
Yeah.
And Papa Doe is been, really screwing with YouTube. So
it's been a mess lately. It's a mess.
Apparently, you can now talk politics again. You can talk politics without being censored. Well,
that's good.
Duh. You should have been able to talk politics from the very beginning. Yes. Oh, but you can't because you're not an expert. What about the coof? Well, we're still not going to let you talk about that. All right, bastards.
Yeah, last week, last Friday, when the thumbnail had the climate change.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
And we didn't even talk about it. And yet, y'all, there was a YouTube put up a little disclaimer. You scream about climate change is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, y'all.
It's been officially recognized by the UN. I'm sure it has.
We're like, what? Didn't even touch on it.
No, and that was about Hanaway Jane saying it's all the white man's fault.
Yeah. So,
it's all the white guy's fault. That's climate change is all the white guy's fault. Blame the white man. It's the witch hunt.
Yes, it is.
It's the witch hunt. White guys are the new witch hunt.
That's true.
So
very true. And I hate it. I hate it.
Everything wrong with the world is white guy's fault.
White guy's fault, y'all.
Jane Fonda is nuts. I agree. Tim Hayes. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. The wokeism of today. I think it was Stephen who coined the term wokenizers. They're woke colonizers.
Wokenizers.
Wokenizers. That's Stephen. I said that, and it's true. They're wokenizers, y'all. It's insane.
Uh-oh.
What? What did you see?
Uh-oh.
That's never a good thing. Oh, my God. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Thank you, Project Storytime.
Sensei, you are wicked with that Photoshop or whatever you use.
Save the yams.
I love Eris sitting up there getting ready to knock. Mark, you're beautiful, Mark. Gorgeous. God. Anyway. Dead. I am dead. I can't. You're not right, Sensei. You're not right.
We really don't have enough time to go into Lord of the Rings. I'm just going to say this. There is a 12-hour cut of the first season. No.
They're
like, subscribe to the Uber Duber special Prime and spend an extra $10 a month and we'll let you see the extended 12-hour. No.
Had enough.
No.
I'm good.
I've had enough.
I'm good.
So
What I watched could last me a lifetime plus one. So
that's
I don't
right.
need 12 more damn hours. But
So, yeah, I was going through before we go really quick. I was going through my collection. So I don't have the VHS tapes, and that pisses me off. I wish I still had the VHS tapes. I don't have the VHS tapes, but I've got the original DVDs. I've got the extended edition bookend DVDs. I've got the 2 different Blu-ray sets, the regular Blu-ray set, and then I've got the box set that comes in the pretty gold Lord of the Rings Blu-ray box that opens up and has the map on the inside.
yeah.
And then I've got the uber duper giant 4K box set that's got all the extra shit in it. The super one that comes with The Hobbit.
That's the one I want. Yeah.
And I was just like, well, I think they've got it on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale or not.
I'll have to look.
I know I got a thing, and I was like, Amazon, why are you trying to sell me Lord of the Rings when I already got it? And I bought it from you, dumbasses. So I was on there looking at furniture the other day. I was looking at desks because we got to get some more furniture. And I was like, why are you trying to sell me the Lord of the Rings super box set when I already bought the Lord of the Rings super box set? I don't need 2.
Right.
I'm glad it's on sale, but I don't need it again.
Yeah.
So anyway, what do you got coming up, Arwen?
Let's see. Tomorrow, VacTube. Let's see. Sunday, I'm off. And then back with VacTube Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, Sugar and Spice. Next Thursday, we will not be doing Arwena Activated because we did it yesterday. And then back on VacTube. So lather, rinse, repeat. And I may be doing a solo stream next week too. I want to get back into that.
Okay.
I've had some trials and tribulations I just haven't really wanted to get into, but and I probably still won't. But point is, I want to get back into doing regular streaming on my channel. But yep, that's it for me.
Okay, guys, we should be back tonight. I haven't gotten anything from Mike on whether or not we're doing this tonight, but we should. If not, I will throw up a community post and let you guys know. But we should be on for tonight. Things are going to be really wacky for the next 2 weeks until we get out of here. On the 25th, everything should be kind of semi back to normal. And then going into next month, things are going to get wacky until the end of July. But I think we're going to be able to breathe. Remind me to share the pictures with you. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like, holy shit. Yes. It's just, oh my God, look at that tub. We could fit 2 of me in there. Oh my God.
Yes.
Just bubbles everywhere.
Bubbles are the way to go.
God help me.
Really
Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter, and we'll see you next week when Dave Bob returns with the lady Arwen Avalon and your host, Stone Loki, on the Weekend Review. Take care, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
If I can find the damn out button.